channel, man. It's Young and Dumb in this bitch, man. Feels good to be back. It's been a long time. But hey, man, we all good though. We gonna get back in this bitch and we gonna get back right, man. We got another reaction video, man. It's how racist are you on a scale of 1 to 10? I gotta watch this shit, bro. This shit's probably gonna be funny. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta see what the hell they about to be talking about. I know it's gonna be funny though. We're about to get right into it, man. But before we start, you know I gotta spark the bleed. It's nothing new. Let's jump into this motherfucker, right? Let's go.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'm gonna say if you live in America and you were born here and you're grown up and you're 50 plus, good luck if you're below 5.
How racist are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Racist? Oh.
Oh my god.
And be honest.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd like to say 10, but I think being white, I can't say that.
Yeah. So,
She jumped in this bitch and fucked up. How you gonna start off by saying the video like that? And then to make it worse, she's gonna mention that she's white. She said 10. That's wild. If I had to say how racist I am, I'd probably say like 4. I've had some pretty fucked up encounters with them white people. I'm just saying. I said I'm a solid 4.
okay, no, 10 means like super racist.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
I hate everybody equally.
Nigga. Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
What do you mean by that?
Karen, shut the fuck up.
How racist are you?
0.
Zero. The type of family I come from, the type of people I'm around a diverse, family, people and things like that, so no.
Not racist at all.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't say so.
How racist are you?
Between a 3 and 4 of
Okay.
racist?
I would say 4.
A 4, just because I think that there are things that I'm ignorant to, so it's not that I sit here to be racist, but I think that there's just things that I still need to learn.
Like, I definitely feel like I could have better thoughts, like the initial thoughts, and like try to unlearn a lot of things, so.
I'm a 1 due to accidental racism.
Now, give me an example of accidental racism.
I'm Filipino, and sometimes I will mistake some people for like different Asian races.
For me, because I'm Asian, I definitely will acknowledge, like, there are times where I'm like, damn, like, my people really be doing this.
Growing up in like an Asian household, it's more like we discriminate against each other. It was always just like, oh yeah, if you're Chinese, then you're like cheap with like money, but you have money. Korean, then you're gonna be someone that's just kind of like put yourself above everyone else, super stuck up.
In my Vietnamese household, I feel like Vietnamese people, they're a little bit more judgy, and so everywhere you go, there'd be things like they would point out, and so that's why I started noticing that too.
Well, sometimes I'm making joke of myself as being an Asian. I can do this, right? There was some bad driver I see. I'm just saying, I think she is a female Asian driver. I can say because myself is that.
See, it's not even meant to be racist, but I just couldn't understand what the fuck she was saying. I'm just being real talk. I couldn't understand what the fuck she was saying. If you know what she was saying, tell me what she was saying to help me understand what the hell she was saying.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Towards my own race, probably like a 5.
What the fuck she was talking about?
I'm Asian and white, so those are the 2 races I usually.
See? Like that. It's a little racist. I don't mean it. I don't mean it. It's not my fault. I don't know I couldn't figure out what it was that she was trying to say. I don't fucking know, man. I'm too high for this shit. She just wasn't me.
Huh?
She just wasn't me. She didn't make sense, bro. That's it.
Pick on.
I'm Latinx. I was born in Mexico. Like sometimes I meet other Latinx people and they tell me like some situation. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's such a Mexican thing.
How racist are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I
What's your number?
Consciously, I want to say 1. I mean, I would say like a 1. 1.
Go back. Just look. You wouldn't think that she would be racist off how she looks, but then when she asked them, when they asked her that question, bro, she just got the stuttering and shit. She racist as fuck. I get it.
What's your number?
Consciously, I want to say 1. I mean, I would say like a 1.
1.
Probably like 1.5.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
1.
You're confident in that number?
Yes.
I feel like saying 1 is almost ignorant of all the unconscious biases that I probably carry.
Yeah.
So
But if you're a 1, you could say you're.
I try to actively work to be a 1.
1, ideally.
That nigga racist as fuck too. He a
Ideally.
racist.
Hopefully
What
not
about
anything more. Actually, probably around that too.
How racist are you?
Probably 2. My mom was pretty broad-minded and she made us broad-minded. We had plenty of contact with everybody. There was Hispanics and colored people and Oriental people, and I know the words are all changed now, so everyone gets pissed about their little things.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I hope I'm not a 10. I feel like that's a question for other people, not for me.
Have you ever said or done something racist?
I'm sure I have. Like, microaggressions are a part of life, and
Explain
I
that
have.
to me. What's a microaggression?
I mean, just saying things that you don't understand in the moment that can be harmful or hurtful or, perpetuate stereotypes.
What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
Maybe just like move to the other side of the room when I see someone, or just like have like a racist thought in my head and I'm just like, oh, why did I think that,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
Factually, Black people do not have the structural power in the United States to be racist.
Racism comes from people in.
Listen, we gotta go back. As black people, we need to stop making it seem like we can't be racist. We can. Racism doesn't have or hold no type of weight on anybody, my nigga, at all. At all. Straight up, you can say something to somebody and that shit be racist as fuck. Just cause you black, that don't hold you no better. And I'm black. I'm just real talk.
In power, in a position to have authority against those that do not have that power and that authority. Someone who identifies with the minority community, it is not possible for me to be racist. So I believe that to an extent.
I mean, is it racist to
come on.
be racist to racist?
I actually don't believe that Black people can be racist.
I don't know, bro. Like, there's still a couple of hesitant moments around white people, especially. I'm predicting how their behavior will be because of the color of their skin, which is.
Now this nigga, real nigga, because if you go look at all them other black people that said black people can't be racist, and he come out here and he being real about it. He a real nigga. Real nigga see real nigga. Real see real.
Definitely racist, but it's a reaction. It's a reaction rather than I hate those people. It's I hate that those people probably hate me. So, yeah.
Because I grew up around a lot of Latinos and Blacks, and they always told me, they were all like, yeah, white people's the enemy, and we should avoid them, and I always just had that kind of mindset,
I realized that the anger was hurting me more than anyone else around me, so it just took a lot of self-reflecting, figuring out where that anger was coming from, and then, just learning to control it better.
There are natural biases, especially when, you are a person of color, because you, in essence, want to protect yourself, and there's a lot of things that have happened to you and people you know.
But I would say that I feel like I am very biased sometimes, or that I group people and I kind of go along with stereotypes.
A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person could be racist to
there we go.
Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced and hurt somebody, so I have to be
real. See real.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
black woman.
how racist?
I'm glad a black woman was the one to say it.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go with a 4, just because of ingrained shit. Lived in a small town, moved to the big city, and learned a lot, so.
How racist are you?
Maybe like a 5?
I feel like 5 is a safe number for anyone to start at, and then you can work yourself.
I think that everyone's really, really biased, so I'd probably say 5 or 6.
I think we're all racist given the society we live in and the way racism is ingrained in us.
There's a lot of shit that I learned consciously and subconsciously that takes a while to know that is happening and then a while to really undo what's happening.
I was raised by like Catholic white parents. I can't help that like as a child I learned certain things that like now living in a very progressive city I would like highly disagree with. What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
I used to work retail, and my managers on the walkie would like.
That like
I was agreeing.
I was raised by like
but
Catholic
then
white
she
parents.
just-
I can't help that like as a child I learned certain things that like now living in a very progressive city I would like highly disagree with. What's the most racist thing you've ever done?
I used to work retail, and my managers on the walkie would like tell me to customer service certain people, like on the walkie. Like their descriptions were just like, just cringe.
And you like participated?
Yeah. Once.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how racist are you?
You can tell
The furthest negative that you could possibly believe in.
I don't think I'm racist at all. I'm gonna go for a 0, but I do think sometimes, like, if we're not aware, casual racism occurs.
So I don't really notice people's color or really hold any judgments.
Some people just like have like a culture and like a way of thinking where they don't realize they're playing into like stereotypes.
I think a lot of people have some type of like internalized racism, so I don't think anyone is really like a 0.
How racist are you?
Intentionally racist, I would say 0. There have been moments where I've said something ignorant and was corrected. One of my friends at the time was like Egyptian, and I like made an assumption that like one of her gods were a cat. She just didn't respond well to that.
I feel like you should reevaluate your number, maybe.
Oh no.
How racist are you?
I try my best to be close to the 1-2 range. Sometimes stereotypes will pop up in my head. That used to make me feel really guilty that I like would think these stereotypes. But then I learned that like being anti-racist isn't just like not having any prejudices. It's in fact recognizing when they pop up and dismissing them and knowing like that isn't true, that's just a stereotype, that's just a prejudice.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how racist are you?
But I think everyone has that internalized biases, so I'd say actually I'm maybe a 2.
Maybe a 2 or 3.
3.
I will give myself a 3. A 3 because I'm not active enough with it.
Wherever you grew up, like you kind of, I'm not gonna say like you can't help it, but you're kind of fed things when you're little.
I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
And I recognize that I am a white person and I have a lot of white privilege, and I've benefited a lot in my career and in the world from the color of my skin. And I can't say that I haven't like at some points enjoyed reaping the rewards of the colors of my skin.
Growing up in a small town that was predominantly white, I think there's a lot of unconscious.
Jesus. Like, how do you say shit like that?
Oh, bias to be mitigated, and caring more about seeming like you're a bad person rather than just like genuinely being a good person, whether you get credit for that or not.
What's the most racist thing you've done?
I don't know if it's like me being racist, but it's like me being in the face of racism and being racist back. So I was in Turkey in 2020 during like China virus, and people wouldn't let me on public transportation because they thought I was Chinese, so I would just tell them I'm Korean. I would just pick a different race whenever. Like, I was like, konnichiwa, I'm Japanese, and they're like, all right, come on in, you know? So,
You were playing on their racism.
yeah.
What's the most racist thing that's happened to you?
I've been called a wetback.
Flat out, I've been called the N-word.
How'd that make you feel?
Hurts, you know?
just be judged immediately off of the color of my skin.
Like when I was a kid, like the neighbors used to not play with me because I was black, and they would play with my brother because he was light skinned.
What can people do to dismantle their own racism?
That's a personal journey. As a black man, I'm not here to educate you, but there's plenty of resources out there. I would say look inward in moments where you feel uncomfortable, lean into that. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way?
That was a pretty good video. Allowed me to, get to thinking a lot more about how all races are and how a lot of people think. It was a good video. It opens eyes. I hope it opened y'all's eyes a little bit. But hey, man, that's a good video. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all should comment underneath though how racist y'all think y'all is though. I gotta see this. I gotta see this. Like I said, I'm like a 3. I think I'm like a 3 or a 4, honestly. But I want to see what y'all is, man. But like and subscribe, man. Comment, do all that. We gonna be back with more bangers, man. We out this bitch.
Hey, do you love me, baby? Is you gonna hold it down while I'm thugging, baby? A nigga got some questions, how I'm feeling lately. Is you gonna hold it down or you gonna do me shady?
I know you tired of these lame